Quick breaking news, RXM fans. Ruger has just quietly dropped full-size RXM models. And if you follow this channel, you already know why that matters. Folks, this is not a rumor. This is not speculation. These are live listings. Stay tuned. We're going to get into it. Citizens, scholars, and friendly knights everywhere, you have happened upon the Tac Nerd channel on a glorious day. Folks, this was originally the time I was going to be for a project video. That's going to have to get bumped because we have breaking news. So if you are new here, I've covered the RXM platform extensively. Ruger has been building this line very deliberately, and we have heard rumor that they were going to expand the line in 2026, and it looks like that has happened. We just got the full-size frames just recently, and now it's looking like Ruger has stepped into the full-size duty territory. All right, so what has just dropped? Now, I have not seen any announcements on this yet. All I've seen is by going over the pages on Ruger.com. And I'm going to cut photos in here of what they're showing. They actually dropped several new models. And what they're doing is the old size, which is the 19 size, they're putting out all of the colors, basically. All of the colors that Magpul does. Now, what the important thing is there was also pictures of a duty size pistol, and that was a 4.5-inch barrel and longer slide, meaning you're going to get your basically your G17. It's got just a little bit longer of a barrel right here. Now it has this current full-size frame, so it's going to have that, that, I don't know what to call it, that cutout right here. So effectively, it's going to look like more like a 47, really, rather than a 17. Seems like that's what everyone likes anyways. So the 47 is sort of the new 17, at least in Glock world. It looks like Magpul is riding that wave as well. Reports are that both of these now, they're showing them available in black and gray, in stealth gray. Reportedly, obviously, both 9mm and 17+1 capacity. So those will have, as I said, the new larger frame, the new full-size frame. And it says that they'll have a 4.5-inch barrel. Now, they did technically make 4.5-inch barrel before when they did the threaded, but this is not threaded. This is, you'll see from the pictures, this is an actual longer slide. The MSRP is listed at $539 Quatlus. I think we all know that that's going to be drastically less than that when it hits. Most likely it's going to be close to the price of the current ones. And if you've been following sales from this past Christmas, you'll see that you can generally get an RXM for about $350 even when they're on sale. My guess is that these new ones come out, they're probably going to be around $4, maybe $4 and change. But with sales, who knows? I think Ruger definitely seems to be pushing these very, very hard. Now, the other thing I wanted to point out is the SHOT Show coming up. And that SHOT Show runs January 20th through the 23rd. I think, based on Ruger's past performance, the way based on their past releases, I think what they're going to do is they've quietly dropped these beforehand, and then they're going to talk about them and show them off at SHOT Show, and they're going to tell everyone that they're available now. So my guess is that these probably are getting ready or have already started to be shipped to FFLs and dealers as we speak. So again, this timing makes a lot of sense. This is not a teaser. Ruger is saying, yeah, this exists. Dealers can start moving on it. So why is this a big deal for the RXM? Now, aside from the fact that all of us RXM fans have been waiting for this to drop anyways, because we have all sorts of combinations that we want to make with this longer slide. Not only do we want to make a 19 long, I don't know what else there's tons of other stuff you could make now. You could actually put the longer slide, the new longer slide, on the 26 frame that's going to be coming out, and we're going to talk about that too, so stay tuned there. But this is their entry into the full-size grip. It's a duty length slide. It's 17 round capacity, and this gets them into the service pistol format. Now, up till now, this has pretty much been a commercial release for them. I don't know of any police departments that are using the RXM, but there's a chance now that may happen with the release of this new slide. So, if you like the RXM ergonomics, if you're like me, but you wanted something closer to the 17 size, this is it for you. But so what this is also saying about Ruger's plan. Now, we heard last month that Ruger had planned on improving the line, that they were going to continue building this line. It looks like right now, this tells me Ruger isn't just experimenting anymore. And I think that's what the first RXM was. I think they dropped this kind of a stealth drop. I think probably some of the people there didn't really know if this would take off or what people would think of it. But now that it sold so well, I think they're sold, and I think they're going to be fully behind this. They are building a complete ecosystem at this point. They've got different size grips, different size slides now, the same common internals, that fire control unit that can swap back and forth between frames. And of course, you've got the rock solid magazine compatibility, that Glock heritage that they carry. This is no longer a one and done pistol. This is something that's out there, and it's going to develop into a complete line. Now, rumor section. Now, this is just rumor, but it's pretty good rumor. There's chatter that Magpul is going to release their 26 size frame in February. Now, I would think, again, because SHOT Show is coming up at the end of the month, my guess is they'll also have those on display there as well. Or they'll probably be in the Magpul booth, or both, just to show them off. But that would be the perfect time for them to show them, and then Magpul will just, they'll give a date and they'll drop them. Now, they were pretty sly with how they dropped the full-size ones. They let that leak on social media, and then like a couple days afterwards, they were out. And they were good about that. My guess is they're probably going to do something the same with the 26. So, but if that is true, if that rumor is true, that would pretty much complete the RXM the size spectrum. What I'd like to see, Ruger, if you're listening, Magpul, if you're listening, I would really love to see branching out into other calibers. I don't think, me personally, and I know this may anger people, I don't think 40 is something that you would probably want to mess with at this point. 45, though, I would love to see. I would absolutely love to see you guys coming out with a 45 size frame, slide, all of that. Now, that would definitely take some serious retooling, probably a brand new control unit. The other thing I think people really want to see is a subcompact, meaning a 43X or 48 size. But again, that's going to require a complete retooling, probably a completely different size fire control unit. I think their main focus is going to be 9mm, but I would not doubt if we don't see 45. Okay, price and positioning, as I've already said, the MSRP is showing at $539. This lands them exactly pretty much where the RXM should. 100, 150 Quatlu less than the Glock of that type. But as we said, street price is going to be much lower. And Ruger is famous for that. It's also not that premium duty price, but it is premium duty quality. I will say that. It's right in that sweet spot where Ruger tends to dominate. They have that middle ground of proven reliability, but at a lower price. It's kind of like it's kind of like they reinvent. They take what others have done, they reinvent it, and they kind of make it their own, but they do it at a more reasonable price. That's Ruger's thing. All right. So who is this for? Who is this new pistol for? Well, if you want it, if you're just an RXM fan, that's pretty much it. And that's myself. I will definitely get one of these when they come out. If you're looking for a duty size RXM, if you're looking for a Glock 17 or Glock 47 alternative, or if you just want a modular platform without going to the P320 pricing or other issues that may arise with those, this is probably what you've been waiting for. This is the elephant in the room. Everyone's looking for this. Everyone wants to know, are they just going to release the slide? My guess is, unfortunately, probably not. At least not right now, not for a while. They're going to want to get that full price of that pistol out of you, unfortunately. And I know that that's going to be a big deal to some of you, and you're going to be mad, but this is just how companies go. So they're going to want to get that initial sale, maybe sometime in 26 or later. As the platform is fully developed, they will start selling slides and fire control units. Now, yes, I know you can buy fire control units now. I realize that. People have said that in my other videos where I've said that they don't exist. I mean to say on Ruger's website that, that they don't exist. Yes, you can get them from Glock store or places like that, but they don't. Those are secondary sellers. Basically, these are just people who are buying the firearms and breaking them down and selling the parts off separately. So what we should be looking for from here on out, just more news. I would say probably within the next few days, maybe next week, I would think maybe Ruger's going to have something to say about this. They'll announce it. I doubt that they won't say anything before SHOT Show. Most likely, I would say maybe even Monday morning. You may see something, you may see an announcement on their website, and they may start putting stuff up on social media that the full-size slide and the full-size duty pistol is going to be available. All right, folks, so listen, call for action on all of you right now. I want you to go down below. I'm going to put a pinned comment, and I'm asking you, I want to know, what are your thoughts on this? Are you going to go out and grab one of these? Are you an RXM fan? Are you upset that they're not just releasing the slide? Is that important to you? Is this the RXM that you've been waiting for all along? Or were you satisfied pretty much with the 19x/45 size that we have here? So tell me down below, what are your thoughts? I respond to all of my comments. Folks, this is a great day. Everyone stay tuned, because as this stuff develops, I will be there. Stay tuned. Hit that bell notification so you get all of the releases from Tac Nerd. And like, share, and subscribe. And everyone remember to prep appropriately. This is Tac Nerd signing out.